Hello, my name is Crystal McFetters, and I am the Public Information Officer with the Unified Government of Wyandotte County in Kansas City, Kansas. And we want to welcome you to another episode of On the Dot, where we do some interviews with different unified government departments. And so today I have a special guest with me. I have Mr. Greg Talkin. And Greg, do you mind giving us your name again, as well as your title and department, a little bit about your department as well?
Yeah, I'd love to. I'm Greg Talkin. I'm the director of the Neighborhood Resource Center. We're located here at 47th and State. We're remote from downtown, which is kind of critical for us because it puts us out in the community. The Neighborhood Resource Center has 4 different divisions. We have Livable Neighborhoods and Livable Neighborhoods Task Force located here. We have the Building Inspection and Rental Inspection Division located here. We have our administrative division that handles all of our clerical and administrative duties and the customer service component up front. And then we have the property maintenance compliance, basically used to be called code enforcement, located here.
Oh, great. Thank you. Thank you. And I have a few questions I want to ask you. So we'll kind of jump right in. A few people may have seen from our June 30th full commission meeting. So can you just explain to the public what exactly happened as a result from that meeting, from your presentation?
Yeah, sure can. Love to. So we've been under the 2012 set of I codes since I believe 2014 is when we adopted those. I may be off a little bit. But this effort was to adopt newer code standards, trying to bring us in line with the majority of the metropolitan jurisdictions around us. We adopted on June 30th, the governing body approved the adoption of the 2018 set of I codes. And along with that was the 2017 National Electric Code, the 2018 Uniform Plumbing Code, and the 2018 Life Safety Code that was adopted by the fire department.
Perfect. Great. So can you kind of also explain just some of the main key differences from the old codes versus the new codes and what people can expect to see with these new approved codes?
Yeah. So one of the really good things that comes out of an adoption of a newer code is that you have a lot of changes that occur in that code that helps clarify or clear up items that have been confusing for everybody, anywhere from staff in my office to builders to contractors to architects. It's an opportunity each time these codes are reviewed to try to clarify something. So there's a ton of clarifications, some definition changes that occur. In this adoption, we did have some significant increases in energy code requirements for commercial construction. We had some smaller changes for 1 and 2 family residential construction that did occur. Then also, we did adopt this time, where we did not in the last cycle, we adopted an additional I code. It was a 2018 International Existing Buildings Code. That kind of helps give guidance to those that are wanting to rehab commercial structures, of kind of a guidance of what has to be done because you're modifying an existing structure and some stuff cannot be changed in these structures. And the code realizes that. So it gives you options and alternatives and kind of the minimum things that you need to look at when you're retrofitting or modifying an existing structure.
Perfect. Thank you. Can you also explain for builders that have started maybe in the old code, since with this new adoption of the new codes, what that would look like for them in the process?
Yeah, so with the adoption on June 30th, it allows for projects to be submitted under the 2012, the code, the older set that we were under, or the newer 2018 codes that's just been adopted for the rest of this year, for the rest of 2022. Come 2023, on January 1 of 2023, at that point, the 2012 will no longer be accepted. The 2012 complete set will not be accepted, and everything will have to be submitted under the 2018 standards. Now, remember that I'm saying submitted. That doesn't mean it has to be approved by then. That means they have to have a complete set of documents, plans, and applications into us by that date, and provided it's significantly complete. And why I say significantly complete is because there might be some additional things that we need for information, but the intent was there to have a complete set. Then as long as that's done by January 1 of 2023, they will be able to submit under the 2012 or 2018, but come January 2nd, which at that point, everything has to be under the 2018 standards.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Is there any additional information you want to share with the public, Greg, about your department or about these new adoption of these codes, or where people can find additional information as well?
So we're still in the process of developing a lot of that information. However, we've been sharing this with any developers that have been inquiring to us that this was coming for the last 6 to 12 months already. In fact, we received a project today already, the 2018 set of codes. It was one that had been submitted some time ago, and it was under 2012, but they revised it and they submitted actually today under 2018. So the key is, we're in the process of still preparing, but we've already been kind of giving this information out. We'll be preparing all of our literature, modifying it for all of our processes, whether it be single family or the DRC process, to make everybody aware of these changes. And we are in the process in the next week or two to have everything that I've talked about here on our website.
Perfect. So if people have any additional questions, they can always contact your direct office, as well as keep checking on the NRC website. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Greg. This was some great information. And like I said, I'm pretty sure people will be reaching out for additional information and looking forward to that information that you will be posting online. So again, thank you so much. And we look forward to hearing more from you.
Thank you.
Thank you.